Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I wanted to make this video about two drastically different celebrities, Ian Hecox and Anthony Padilla of Smosh. Well, technically it's three because it's three people. And ASAP Rocky, hip hop artists, which they're completely different, I know. And hear me out when I say this, but I feel that 2012 and 2013 were like they all share ASAP Rocky and Ian Hecox and Anthony Padilla of Smosh. They share the same peak in popularity in those years, and when ASAP Rocky released his debut album Long Live ASAP on January 15th, 2013. That was just 3 days after Smosh became the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel for the third consecutive time. And, that just proves my point how, they were at the peak of their popularity at that time. And in my opinion, the Long Live ASAP is ASAP Rocky's best album, and he hasn't topped it ever since, And the fact that Don't Be Dumb came out on January 16th, 2026, it came out today. And today, at the point of this recording, it's January 16th, 2026, as recording this, and it's the day of Don't Be Dumb's release. Congratulations to ASAP Rocky. You know, both Ian Hecox and Anthony Padilla of Smosh and ASAP Rocky have evolved so much since 2013, and they've grown so much ever since their peak era, and I'm so proud of all three of them. And another fact that I want to bring to the table is that ASAP Rocky released the music video for his second single for Long Live ASAP called Wild for the Night, featuring Skrillex and Birdie Yam Yam. And correct me, I'm thinking of ASAP Yams. Rest in peace to him. But Birdie Nam Nam is the feature. Excuse the artist. Sorry that I got your name wrong. No offense to you. I'm a big fan of that song, if that makes you feel better. Wild for the Night is my second favorite song on Long Live ASAP. And yeah, the fact that that song also became the second single, ASAP Rocky released Wild for the Night as the second single for Long Live ASAP the next day after the music video released on March 25th, 2013. And Wild for the Night was released as a single on March 26th, 2013. And that was also when Smosh was still the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel. And yeah, when ASAP Rocky announced the release date for Don't Be Dumb to be on January 16th, 2026, I was immediately taken aback to when, just like remembering the fact that his debut album came out on January 15th, 2013. And, that just goes to show, how far ASAP Rocky and Smosh have come. Ian and Anthony, they've come. And, when they bought back Smosh in 2023, Ian and Anthony, that was a full circle moment from 2013 to 2023. 2013 also being their peak, and 2023, Ian and Anthony getting back together and buying back Smosh. That was just an amazing moment. And, and also to go back to Don't Be Dumb, it's also another full circle moment of ASAP Rocky. He even said it himself that 2011 Rocky would definitely put out, the music that's on Don't Be Dumb. And yeah, to go back to Don't Be Dumb releasing on January 16th, 2026, you know, I was just so happy because it aligned almost at the same release date as Long Live ASAP did, which was January 15th, 2013. And Don't Be Dumb's release date being January 16th, 2026, 13 years later, is so crazy to me that it's been that long. And you know, I was watching the Wild for the Night music video, and this music video that features Drake and Kendrick Lamar and 2 Chainz. I think you guys know the music video I'm referring to. Yeah, I don't want to get flagged by YouTube, but yeah, I was watching those videos because, you know, like I said, Long Live ASAP is, you know, ASAP Rocky's best album still to this day. And I hold it so dearly in my heart because Smosh was the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel when, you know, that album came out. And that's why it's going to forever remain ASAP Rocky's best album, because Smosh was the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel when that album came out. And I know what you're thinking, but Sebastian, how does Don't Be Dumb rank in ASAP Rocky's discography? Did it surpass your expectations? Did it meet your expectations? You know, did it not meet your expectations, and was it a disappointment? Well, I can tell you, it exceeded my expectations, but it doesn't surpass Long Live ASAP because, like I said, the fact that Smosh was the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel when Long Live ASAP came out, that even if Don't Be Dumb is still a great record, which it is, it's never going to beat Long Live ASAP because of that fact. And but that doesn't discredit Don't Be Dumb being a bad album. And Don't Be Dumb is an amazing album, and I think it's a great album to start 2026. And hip hop is well on its way to becoming, you know, one of the best genres of the year, just based off of this release alone. And, you know, with J. Cole also announcing the fall off this week, you know, 2026 is looking to be like, you know, 2013 in terms of, you know, the music being great. You know, just that whole 2012 to 2013 era was amazing. And I'm glad that, you know, Ian and Anthony are, you know, still taking Smosh to the lead, you know, and bringing everything full circle. And same thing with ASAP Rocky with the release of Don't Be Dumb. You know, I think that Don't Be Dumb is an amazing album, and I was a little disappointed that Frank Ocean and Rihanna weren't featured, but I was glad that we got the snippets that we heard. But ASAP, where is your honor? I was looking for that in the track list, and nothing to be found, you know. But it was still a great release, and you know, I'm really excited. If ASAP Rocky were to get nominated for the Grammys next year, he should get nominated. But I know he'll do a tour, and he's going to do really successful numbers with the tour. And you know, I think this album's going to do a lot better than his last album, Testing, because this has been the most anticipated album since forever, since he announced it. And I think it was like 2022. You know, he said it was finished, that Don't Be Dumb was in fact finished. And, you know, we got some singles here and there, like Riot on July 20th, 2023, which was around the same time that Ian and Anthony bought back Smosh, which Ian and Anthony bought back Smosh on June 20th, 2023. And so, yeah, it was like Don't Be Dumb was an amazing album. And I think that Don't Be Dumb is going to do amazing numbers because it had a long rollout. Like the single Riot, which came out on July 20th, 2023, that was a strong single to lead up to the release of Don't Be Dumb. And also, the second single for Don't Be Dumb, Helicopters, this is amazing. This is also another pretty symbolic thing. The second single for Don't Be Dumb, Helicopters, came out on January 12th, 2026. And Smosh became the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel on January 12th, 2013. So 13 years later, full circle moment, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I think to go back to Don't Be Dumb and what I think its predicted success will be, I think it's going to sell more than 200,000 copies, just based on it being an 8-year wait from testing coming out on May 25th, 2018, which testing is A$AP Rocky's third studio album that released on May 25th, 2018. And, you know, him saying that the album was finished all the way back in December 2022. And then the album getting a release date of August 30th, 2024, but then getting delayed due to sample clearance issues, which I'm glad that happened because January 16th, 2026 is a much better release date than August 30th, 2024, because A$AP Rocky's debut album came out on January 15th, 2013, when Smosh was the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel. So it just only makes sense for it to release on January 16th, 2026 because of that. And I'm happy that it did. And A$AP, thank you for a wonderful album experience. And, you know, thank you for starting 2026 in music on a high note, on such a high note. Thank you so much. And yeah, 2026 is looking amazing for music. And guys, I hope you have an amazing 2026. I hope you are having an amazing start to the year, to the new year. And yeah, have a great weekend. And as of recording this, it's January 16th, 2026. And it's Don't Be Dumb's release date. And I loved the album. You know, my favorite has to be Robbery. That's a good one with Doechii. And I know that's a surprise, right? Yep. Not to say that Doechii isn't bad or anything, but she's like more of a mainstream artist, and you know, our artists get a lot of flack for picking mainstream artists, you know, to feature on their albums, and not the ones that they're most close to, like how A$AP Rocky is close with Frank Ocean and Rihanna, and how everybody wanted them, and you know, but that doesn't discredit that and take away from the album experience being high quality, you know. And you know, the album didn't even need Frank Ocean and Rihanna because like I said, Robbery with Doechii ended up being a massive success when a lot of people were counting Doechii out, and she proved everyone wrong, you know. So yeah, that alone makes Don't Be Dumb an amazing album experience. And again, thank you, Rocky. I really love the album. And everybody, I hope if you are a fan of A$AP Rocky, that you check out Don't Be Dumb and you love it as well. Everybody have a great weekend. Peace and love to everyone. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notified when a future upload happens. And yeah, everybody, thank you for stopping by for this latest upload of the Seabass YouTube channel, and more content is on the way. And please comment and comment below if you like content like this, so I know if to put out content like this in the future. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, and have a great weekend. Peace be with you. Peace, love with you guys, and have a great weekend. Oh, I said that like the third time, but yeah, you guys deserve to have an amazing weekend. All right, peace out, guys.